name is Dina, and today me and my teammates going to tell you about our research on racism and anthropology. But before that, let's get to know our crew members.
Dear Diary, my friends and I just found a topic that can open up our mind towards problems that have occurred in the society. We do some research on this new topic and it helps so much in understanding other people's situation rather than making false assumptions about them. Do you want to hear what the topic is all about and how can it help in reducing the world's massive problem?
The massive world problem is racism. Racism is an act of wanting to be around the people who is similar to them. In a simple words, they can't accept differences in others. The factors of racism is first, less exposure about others. Second, think all people should be the same. 3, narrow-minded. And 4, bad influence from surrounding people. The common aspect of racism is race, skin color, religion, and social status. So, this is the example of racism. Based on this video, the foreigners make fun of the Chinese by squinting their eyes.
The studies that may help the world massive problem is anthropology. Anthropology is a study of what makes us human. We are able to gain more information and understand better of the humans' lifestyles, personalities, or problems that occur. There are 4 branches in anthropology, which are culture anthropology, linguistic anthropology, physical anthropology, and archaeology anthropology.
The first branch in anthropology is culture anthropology. Culture anthropology is a study of what makes us human through cultural variation and signs of human behavior that are passed down from one generation to another. Culture anthropology happens a lot when there are visible differences between one society and another, and both of the societies cannot accept the differences. For example, there is a new Chinese transfer student in a high school in the US. She brings her lunch, which is dumplings or Chinese foods, and start eating with chopstick. But right when she starts eating, people was giving her looks and start asking, what are those and why are you eating with sticks? And also ask, why can't you just use fork and spoon just like others? From the example, we can acknowledge that if the society gets educated with anthropology, we can learn to accept differences and start to respect every tradition there are. And with respecting and accepting the differences, we can live in a harmonious and peaceful community.
So, the second branch of anthropology is linguistic anthropology. Linguistic anthropology is the study of what makes us human through language development in social life. Linguistic anthropology explores how language shapes communication and social identity. This can be related to linguistic racism, which has been a hot issue in this world. Linguistic racism occurs when acts of racism are perpetrated against individuals on the basis of their language use. For example, a student mocking another student because of the language that he or she speaks. So, from this, we can see that racism, or in terms of language, has occurred among all generations. So, linguistic anthropology can help us understand why there shouldn't be any racism between one to each other related to our social life.
So we came to the third branch of anthropology, which is physical anthropology. Physical anthropology is the study of what makes humans through origin and diversity physically. This branch of anthropology are really common among the society and often cause racism. Physical anthropology is also related to biology study. The differences and mix of genetics of the generations will create a new mix of human. Example, a Korean married to a Malay will produce an offspring with a Korean-Malay genetic. So from that, we need to understand that there are differences between us. We also able to find the similarities between us back in time through physical anthropology. So, if we came from the same roots, we need to treat them as our family that will create a new harmonious world.
Our branch of anthropology is archaeology anthropology. Archaeology anthropology is the study of human past using material remains. Archaeologists will analyze things to gain information about language, culture and physical of humans who lived in the past. They study the skeleton, so they receive the information about the physical characteristics of human. They study the writing on the stone, so they will gain information about the evolution of language throughout the time. And then they study the ceremony sites left, so they will gain information about the culture and tradition of humans who lived in the past. It has shown that all people came from the same ancestor. If you study your own family tree from 2000 years ago, you will find a person that is in your friend's family tree. That reveals the reason why you have a friend or other people that looks exactly like you. It is because you both share the same genetics. Then, if we came from the same ancestor, why we look different from other people in different societies? This is because of the evolution of humans. Humans change throughout the time due to many factors, which are natural selection, random genetic drift, mutation, population, mental structure, and culture. Despite all of this, we came from the same ancestor and are ashamed of you if you bully other people just because they are different. They are still your brothers, your sisters, and who will bully their own family members?
The aim of our research are to strengthen students' knowledge of racism, to expose students to anthropology, and to change their perspective in handling world problems such as racism. Our hypothesis is, by knowing people through the study of anthropology, we can educate the society to reduce racism. Activities we have prepared for this research are TikTok video, online survey using Google Form, and e-poster.
From the result that we received in the Google form, we are assured that all of the students had already understood well about anthropology and racism. We hope that after this, all the students can practice what they have understood and use the knowledge they got from the Google form in their daily life. and share it to others.
What I have learned about the study is it is very important to learn about anthropology because we can change our perspective about other people. It also can reduce our negative thoughts when we saw people that differ from us. I study about anthropology and I try to understand about other people. In conclusion, I hope that this will help to reduce racism in our community. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.